Hey guys, welcome back. BDCKR here, and we're back with our weekly recap of all things Injustice. Getting straight into it, the current challenge is for Gaslight Batman, and that is a 1 week long repeat. The required characters are Batgirl, Joker, and Raven, and so that's 2 gold challenges, and Joker is the only character at silver, so that's a little crummy for new players.
Yeah, I've never been a big fan when they make it so hard. I always like it when when the best ones are when they have just bronze characters needed, right?
Yeah. But he's got good stats. He's got an interesting passive, and I think you have some opinions about him too.
Yeah. So I like, he's interesting and he's good because I have a soft spot for the guys that I dislike facing in multiplayer.
Yeah.
Because our main Justice League team is based around tagging in for power, and his passive not only makes it a pain because he causes you to burn and throws that smoke bomb or the burning bomb at you. But his passive negates Master's Death Cart generating power. So it's you come in normally. You come in with your special specialist for special 2, special 1 only. He's got Batman speed, so he's easy to play with. So the second part of his passive, when the teammates tag in and they do that all the bat stuff coming around and you miss the hits, it doesn't really make any difference in my gameplay because usually when they're tagging in, I'm just smacking them with a special anyways, which connects. So,
Yep.
it's overall good guy to have. Definitely worth the trouble.
This week's multiplayer reward is Gingo Fruit, which becomes Gingold Soda. It is a great defensive piece of gear, which is why we use it on our Justice League tank, New 52 Superman.
Yep. So I like this gear a lot. Not only because every single ability is useful, right? So, Scarecrow's mask, I'm looking at you. That whole thing where you hide who's on your team, that's kind of useless.
It was interesting. I liked what they were trying to do. Their execution was not meaningful.
Right. But the second part is that they are all relevant to a tank. So in my game, at least, I favor specialists, right? So guys who do one thing really, really well. I'm not a big fan of well-rounded cards, and this fits in perfectly with that, right? Because in my mind, if you max out a card in one domain, but they happen to be good for something else, the way our Justice League team works, that's all okay, right? But I hate using up gear slots or gear abilities that don't go towards making a team member better in the role that I want to use them in. So this is a great tank gear.
Yeah. In the store, we have the Rebirth cash pack for $12.99 Canadian.
Oh, Rebirth Raven, you mean?
Yeah, sorry, not just the Rebirth cash pack. That's not enough information. Yeah, at that price, it's actually pretty close to being worth it, but it's still only 1 copy without unlocking it in the store. There's also no power credits like the $25 packs, but in my opinion, being able to buy things kind of a la carte is much better anyways. So I don't really begrudge them that.
And so there's also a Rebirth Raven challenge pack, which is kind of weird. And it's the same tradition of everybody else is about 3% chance, and Rebirth Raven is a whopping huge 6.16% chance.
Wow, incredible.
Yeah, so that extra 50,000 credits, not worth it. You're paying way too much for the extra amount for Rebirth Raven. Sorry, did you hear that? That was, excuse me.
I don't think I did, but yeah, it's especially not worth it considering the fact that Raven's likely going to be the next challenge.
That's right. That's right.
And we also have the Nth Metal packs. They're a staple now, but we've talked about them in a pack opening with more detail, and I think there's some worthwhile information in there if you haven't watched it yet.
Yeah. Phantom Zone is over, so it looks like their strategy for that is going to be, like a week every month?
Yeah, which is not great.
Yeah, Survivor's still broken on Android. It's still only giving out Suicide Squad companion gears. And it is currently showing Fourth World gear set, but no specific end date. So we're guessing probably another 2 weeks we will get a new gear set advertised, and still the same old Suicide Squad companion gears for Android players.
Moving on to the current glitches, just remember, you can go ahead and click the eye in the top right corner of this video to find a playlist with every working glitch that we are aware of currently, and that is updated frequently, basically as soon as we know or are made aware of a new glitch being available, or an old glitch stopping working, or an even older glitch coming back into working again, any changes with glitches we will be putting up there first. If you're on iOS, we can't help you, unfortunately, past the stuff that just kind of works generally, especially not in the realm of glitches. So consider looking to the comments for your assistance, both in asking questions, answering other people's if you can. Just be each other's resources.
Right. So maybe we'll start with where we get the most questions, because people see what's in the list, but they still always want to know about stuff that's not on the list. So significant not working glitches. There is no current glitch for power credits. There is no working glitch to get multiplayer season rewards repeatedly. And the glitch for early multiplayer season rewards is also not working. And I mean, it matters less now that Phantom Zone is over, but the glitch to get through Phantom Zone quick, that's not working either.
So now we can get to the working glitches. The breakthrough glitch to let you play it repeatedly is still working. If you listen to these videos, you know the drill. In the description, there's a comment from a viewer with a solution for people having trouble playing extra breakthroughs that we cannot test because we are not having that issue. The challenge reset method that requires Google Play Cloud Save is working, and we've confirmed that on the Gaslight Batman challenge. At least one viewer has confirmed that it resets Phantom Zone progress. We've basically just decided to make the common advice to be willing to lose whatever Phantom Zone progress you currently have, just in case. But we haven't done enough testing with that to be really fully sure of the ins and outs of it, and the official stance is that we're not sure if it's worth doing that sort of testing.
So here's my
time.
So my problem is that I'm trying to max out the Phantom Zone and just do all the extra 2 replays, right? But the time it takes to actually do that is prohibitive if I want to do any testing, and I hate giving up any of the progress that I'm totally grinding. I mean, this is now that the Phantom Zone is here and I'm trying to get the Valorium stuff, it's changing the way I play, and it's reminiscent, not in a good way, of when I was grinding the challenge reset to try to get a lot of credits.
Oh yeah, it's reminiscent in like the carpal tunnel syndrome.
That's right, repetitive strain injury.
Yeah.
The airplane mode / refund glitch, that's still working. It's good for both packs with random drops, also known as loot boxes, and last laugh tickets. And I mean, Phantom Zone is over, but Phantom Zone was one of the cases where it doesn't work because that required an online connection. And if you looked at the glitch, you'd know that when you're doing it, you're actually disconnecting from being online.
Yeah.
And so there have been reports from iOS users that they can actually re-roll for the Phantom Zone reward, but that hasn't been the case for us. And I don't know if maybe iOS has a different programming where you don't need to be connected to the internet to actually get the last Phantom Zone reward.
Yeah, and if you haven't heard it before, you can go ahead and check out our Nth Metal pack opening, because we mentioned combining the cheapest Nth Metal pack with this glitch to basically get small amounts of metal for reasonably large amounts of time, actually, when you break it down. But if you're interested in grinding for Nth Metal, you can go ahead and take a look at that. Time shifting still works in Android for unlimited survivor play and energy recharges. As always, return your countdown clock back to normal before you finish.
All right, and the free energy without having to watch the video still works. And we don't really have a great answer for when it's grayed out. We've been getting it ungrayed out every once in a while and getting the free recharge. But there's an iOS user, Dragons952, whose potential solution we've cut and pasted into the description if the free energy button is grayed out for iOS users. And I just want to go back, point out about the airplane mode glitch, is that I think it bears repeating that viewer Jonathan Hung, he notes that it's pretty tedious to try to leverage that difference between the 200 nth metal price of that pack and the 240 nth metals that you get back for selling back a metal character. And it's the old adage that just because you can do the glitch, it's not really an old adage, I'm just making that up. Just because you can do the glitch, it doesn't mean you should, because I don't think anybody has a real adage.
Oh yeah, it's just like my
glitches,
grandmother
right?
used to say to me. She would sit me down on her lap and say, just because you can glitch in the mobile video game Injustice doesn't mean you should. And that's exactly what my grandmother sounded like.
Yeah.
Now, in between not working or working glitches, we have the vestigial feature of these videos, the promotion glitch where you can promote characters that are still locked. Update 2.14 is a long way away, and it has not been even testable since then. but it's still here. We're still here. I don't know why it's still here, but I've become attached. Definitely.
The fact that you chose the word vestigial, it made me think of an appendix, and I think now it's like a little thing sticking out on the gut.
Yeah, because it doesn't do anything. We don't know what it's for anymore. It's been so long. I don't remember how to do the promotion glitch anymore. Right? Like, if it even did come up, I would not remember it. I'd have to watch your own video to remind
I think I
myself.
probably would have to too.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna be totally honest.
It's a fragment of a bygone era.
Back when we were omnivorous.
What?
No, because it's supposed to be for the appendix is supposed to be for digesting, I don't know, green stuff, right?
Oh,
and
okay.
I guess,
that was too high level for me.
Yeah, I just beat that joke to death. So maybe this is a good place to wrap it up.
Yeah. So hopefully that convinced you to give us money. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/bdckr. If that didn't convince you, I don't know what will. So you can go ahead and do that, or click on our little icon at the bottom right corner at the end of this video. But as always, much more important than us trying to find new people who are willing to make the dubious choice of supporting us, we should thank all the people who have already made the dubious choice of supporting us. Or I hope it's not dubious for them. I hope they're finding it fulfilling and meaningful and a positive experience. You can only hope. But a huge thank you to Console Peasant, Eddie G, and Edwin Felix, who are supporting us at the top tier Last Word, iProfit, who is supporting us at the Your Message Here tier, and Sean Farrell and Daniel Simonson, who are supporting us on the credited level, not to mention Chris Wolf and Laszlo Georgiades, who are supporting us on the gratitude tier. So thank you so much to all of you supporters, and thanks to everybody. You're all supporters in one way or another, just for watching. We'll see you next time.
Komoda.
Our cadence was a little different on that one. That's going to be weird to match up.